Hey, good morning, everybody. So today we have a gardening class. Got my gardening garbas. Um, but it's on, like I said, one of the plants outside here, the fuchsia, has gotten mites, and so um, what I need to do is spray it, and I'm going to use this spray that Melanie picked up. It's good for indoor and outdoor plants to take care of mites and things like that. But what you also want to do is kind of cut off. If you look under the leaves, which I'll show you, and we see anything green, then those are leaves and things that we want gone because they have mites. And so they're going to spread no matter what. But then once all that, and luckily I've already done that part once, but I need to check again to see because I haven't done the spray yet. But mites really can they'll just eat through a plant, and all your hard work of planting it and everything like that kind of goes to pot, unfortunately. But what we'll do is we'll check it out. So I've got my gardening shears just in case we find more mites on the plant. I've got my gloves. Make sure that I stay safe. There's also there are a few weeds around there, so I need to take care of that as well, just in case mites have kind of spread to those, and then I can just get rid of those and be ready to go. But like I said, I've already cut off a lot of the leaves that had mites on them. Now the time is just for the spray. It, unless, unfortunately, if we actually see some mites on there, then we have to cut some more stuff off. But let's check it out and see how it goes. But like I said, first we got to do a little bit of weeding. I'm gonna angle the camera down a little bit so you can see. Here's the fuchsia plant. Like I said, there's some weeds around there. We're gonna take care of those, which it shouldn't take long. The columbine here, I don't want to get rid of. At least I've been asked not to get rid of. So I won't get rid of that. But the grass, that I want to get rid of. And it'll give the fuchsia room to breathe. So there's a big one. I do want to save the soil, but I want to make sure that I get it up by the roots, as we know from other gardening classes. But they usually come up in clumps, usually. Sometimes it takes a little bit more, but what are you going to do? Alright, next one. Out we go, and trying to make sure that I don't hurt the columbine. It's a nice kind of mixture together. Once, the fuchsia is happy and blooms, again, we've had it for a while, the stems on it are actually really strong, which I like to see. That is good news. The only bad news is the mites. The mighty mites. And it doesn't kill the mites. What it does is it's just going to prevent them from wanting to eat this plant. They'll just kind of move on to a new place and say, alright, not this plant. It's got stuff on it that I don't like, so I'm going to move on. And that is what we want. Also, you can purchase this at Annie's. Annuals is where we got this one. But you can find it probably at a couple of stores, and also, online to see which one's most effective. I mean, I always look up, when I don't know something, I usually, I research it quite a bit. And so I have researched this, and this is what I found. And I really hope it works. Okay, almost done with the weeding. Then we can get to the spraying. Now, these ones come up much easier. And you want to, again, try to get the plants by the roots. Otherwise, they grow back much faster and much bigger. But I do want to free up the fuchsia, and in some ways the columbine. I care more about the fuchsia than the columbine. And then we're going to look underneath. I really don't want to leave anything on the ground here, so that, like I said, everything has room to grow, because I want this to be the dominant plant, and the columbine as well. But I definitely don't want the grass to dominate, which it will. It grows incredibly fast and exponentially. Okay, so I think this looks pretty good for right now. I still have more weeding to do in my yard, because, yeah, just even with the bit of rain that we got, a lot of stuff actually grew around. Okay, so now the columbine, like I said, not that it's not important, but it's an accent to the fuchsia. It's just a nice backdrop. So now what we need to do is look underneath the leaves and see if we can see any mites. So I'm gonna look. So far so good. Like I said, and what you'll see is little, they're green, and they kind of stand out. But you'll be able to see them. They'll be kind of in a clump. And I don't know if there's a picture on the bottle of mites, but no. But we want to see, and if we see anything like that, then I need to cut that back. Like I said, I already did that before, and I don't see anything really. So it looks to me as though, well, I don't know. Let's do this one. If I did find a mite, I would show you. I don't know. It's not a mite. But it looks like everything is kind of good. There's a couple more pieces of grass that are invading our fuchsia plant. But good news. I don't see any mites. But in order to keep them from coming back, now it's time to spray. Now the weird thing about this bottle is it doesn't give me any instructions on exactly how much to spray. So I'm just going to give it a good squirt down and kind of check out later to see if mites come back. So I'm just going to give everything. Oh. Is that a mite? Oh, there's something crawling on there. And give everything a nice spray down. It's a weird nozzle. But I want to get all the leaves. Like I said, this will just keep the mites from wanting to come back. Even if there were mites here, it wouldn't kill them. Because this is natural. It's a natural repellent of mites. But we definitely want to get everything on there so that this nice fuchsia plant can grow to be big and strong and happy and well. And some of these leaves don't look so happy. So I am going to take my gardening shears and I'm going to give them a good trim. Yeah. And this one is pretty much dead, so we take that off. But it looks like we've gotten a good spray. I'm going to give a few more sprays because I'm me. I didn't have any directions. And I try to make sure that I'm going to spray the base of this as well. It has an interesting smell. Not bad, just interesting. But now, because it's still a very strong plant, as you can see, the base of it is actually doing very well. Maybe I'm going to spray up underneath. Try not to get any of this. If you do this, you know, if this is natural, I mean, it won't hurt you. It's not specifically an insecticide. But it's still probably best not to ingest. Alright, we gave it a good spray. So now we're finished. And the only thing that we have left to do is to come back and check to make sure that this plant is okay. Like I said, it seems to be growing strong. Yeah, there's little aphids that are crawling on this one. But again, on the fuchsia, I didn't see really any. We just want to make sure that it's happy, it's in a good place. And when we water, which I'm going to water soon, we want to water down just by the base. I don't want to wash off everything that I just did. I want to make sure that when I water, I'm just watering to make sure that it gets a good drink for the roots down below, and then it can grow nice and strong. But I don't want to wash off what I just did, because that would be that would be a backward step for sure. All right, so I'm taking my gloves off now. I miss y'all, and I will keep you updated with. Oh man. with information on when we're going to get back to program. But for now, happy gardening, and yeah, this is a wonderful time of year. It's one of my favorites, so enjoy it. I'm trying to enjoy it. All right, I'll see you all soon. Bye.